from Central Virginia. This is the last day of August and it is surprisingly pristine. I know that we're about to get hit with a blast of heat, but today could not be more perfect. The sky is crystal blue. The air has very little humidity, which is so rare for us this time of year. And I'll just show you a couple of things in the garden today. It's been, there are certain things are winding down and certain things are cranking up. And so yeah, let's take a look at a few of my favorite things. I've been growing these Worcester red beans, Lima beans, pole beans. Now, this is the third season, and they are just amazing. They take a long time to start bearing, but once they start bearing, you get many, many pickings off of them, some way down at the bottom. One of the things I like about these is that they will, they're red when they're ripe, and they are just the creamiest, most luscious Lima beans. I've seen a few more Japanese beetles than usual this year, and this time of year I always get hit by grasshoppers, and they've been having their way with some of the things here in the garden. Doesn't make me happy. All right, so what else do I want to show you? I know. The newly replanted brassica tunnel is doing well. The cabbage plants are doing fine, as are the broccolis. I have had some slug or something get in there. I also planted some radishes, and they are starting to come up. I planted them just a few days ago. This particular watermelon plant is a volunteer, and I think it's got a nice melon coming along right here. Okay, I don't know what kind this is, but I'll just let it be. We look through, and there's a Trumbacina squash starting out there. I just love the way they look. On the other side of the tunnel, there are a second round of Eden Gem melons. They're here and hanging on the vine here. And on the other side of the squash tunnel are the Edisto melons. These are like cantaloupes, small cantaloupes, very nice melons. So they are coming along. This is coming in later. And there is a squash bug who's just got squashed. Well, we did say goodbye to Audrey, and that has opened up this area quite a bit here. But Audrey had done flowering, and the birds had gotten all of the seeds out, and so I didn't feel too bad about saying goodbye to Audrey. We gave her a nice send-off. Looking back over the garden, you see, oh, the African blue spice basil. This is that amazing plant that my brother-in-law propagated, and this thing was about this tall when I planted it, and now look at it. It is an amazingly beautiful plant. It's full of flowers, full of fragrance, and you can see all of the blossoms and blooms on these Henderson limas. They're limas that are forming down here and there. They're not ready to pick yet. And this is a total bummer. Look at that butternut squash plant. It just came in and drooped. I went over and I checked it out, and something had eaten off the whole root. So I guess it was probably a vole or something like that. I'm so annoyed by that. The good news is that one was not my biggest plant, and actually it only had one butternut squash on it, which sadly is not right. But I have lots of butternut squashes coming along, so hopefully these vines will be able to survive. We can peek over into the sweet potato patch. This breeze today is so fabulous. Right. As we look into, this is where the sauce patch was, and I planted it. I did a little video on planting, cleaning out that and planting. Here are radishes, and this is the winter choy that's coming up with some volunteer tomatoes. On the other side are some lettuces, and you can see the grasshoppers have been eating away at or either slugs have been eating away at the Brussels sprouts, which is quite annoying. On this side, more radishes, and this is the Chinjin coming up. Great, amazing germination on that, so I'm really happy. I'll be coming in probably later today. I always say later today. And I'm going to be mulching down in this interspace so it doesn't dry out. All right, that's a pretty healthy looking broccoli plant. I have some lettuce starting to come up on this other side. I'm a little worried that it is going to be getting real hot next week, and so I might just put some shade screen over this bed to help keep. Let's go take a look at those grow bags, see what's happening up there. Here's another planting of carrots. They're getting their first true leaves as well. So I should have plenty of carrots coming on, and the Henderson limas. These are the German Streisand leeks. Not too many coming up here. I think I'm going to go ahead and put something else to come up in this bag so we don't waste all of that space. Here are the King Richard leeks that are still growing. And over in this grow bag these are Cylindra beets. I planted some here, and then I went ahead, and you can see right here the starts of additional beets. So that's good. The beet goes on. Here is another tunnel, and these are the asparagus, the Taiwan asparagus beans that are growing. And they are so amazing because they're long, and for a meal for 2 people, you only need to cut, maybe 2 or 3 of them. I actually found a great pickle recipe. I'm going to share that with you. And I have pickled 1 jar, and I'm going to pickle some more. Now this over here, this is a volunteer of the Worcester red limas that I have actually picked off of this a couple of times this year. This plant just came up where one had been last year, and it is incredibly hale and hardy. You can see all the lima beans growing here. So yeah, so that's always a nice surprise. Oh yeah, these are really nice little tomatoes. I'm picking them all season. Thanks for watching. Hope your garden's growing well. Take care. Bye.